Let me ask you something. When did we start paying full price for NBA games and not even get to see the stars play? Because right now in the NBA, fans are buying tickets, showing up to arenas, bringing their kids to the games, and players are sitting out on purpose. And at the same time, people keep saying movie theaters are dead, that streaming replaced everything. And I completely disagree. And today I might have one of the most controversial takes yet. So let's talk about it. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another edition of the Adam Kennedy Show, where sports and entertainment collide. This is your weekly escape briefing. If you are new here, welcome. If you are returning, I do appreciate it. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. So, we're going to jump right into it because today I have some thoughts. All right, we got to start with sports because that's how we do. We start with sports, then we move to entertainment. Right now, we're talking sports, and this has been going on for a while, and it's been bothering me for a while as well. The NBA load management situation is completely out of control, and I get it. I know why it exists. I understand injuries. I understand preserving players. I understand the schedule is long, but at the end of the day, professional sports is entertainment. Fans pay money to see the stars play. Parents take their kids to the games to see their favorite players. People buy jerseys, they travel, they spend real money. And then you get to the arena and the superstar is not playing. Not because they're injured, but because they're resting. That's a problem. Because I want you to imagine this in another sport. Imagine the NFL. We're going to take you down this imaginary scenario. Imagine Patrick Mahomes say, "Yeah, I'm going to sit this one out for load management." That would never happen. There's 17 games in the NFL. Every game matters. Every game counts. And honestly, even in baseball with 162 games, players still play through fatigue. Hockey players play through injuries constantly, but basketball has created this culture where sitting out is normalized. And it doesn't make any sense to me. And I think part of it is mentality. The older generation, the generation I grew up watching basketball in the 90s and even early 2000s, they took pride in playing every night. They they wanted to compete. They wanted to show up. They wanted to dominate. Now it feels like more like preservation than completion sometimes. And the biggest issue is the fans get punished. If you are injured, I totally get that. If you are hurt, I completely understand. But if you are healthy enough to play, you should be playing. Even if it's reduced minutes, play 20 minutes instead of 35. Let the fans see you because the product matters. And now here's where I think the league has messed up. Yeah, 82 games in the NBA, and I think that's too many games. It's too many games to maintain urgency and intensity all season long. So, here's my simple solution to this. Shorten the season to 60 games. I get it. The owners want their money. But hear me out on this. Everybody wants to get paid, but hear me out. You shorten it to 60 games. You do 30 games, All-Star break, 30 games, no back-to-back games. Every game becomes more important. Standings become tighter. Players have more recovery time, and load management becomes less necessary. And on top of that, another issue I kind of have is the way the playoffs are ran. Like how many games you have to play. I got another fix for the playoffs. I'm fixing the whole entire regular season and the playoffs just to make the NBA product better. So for the playoffs, what is it? There's the first round, there's the conference semifinals, the conference finals, and the NBA finals. All four rounds are 7 game series. The first round does not need to be a 7 game series. I don't need to see the 1 seed versus the 8 seed, lowest seed. I don't need to see that in 7 game series. Now I understand you have the fourth and fifth seed, which is kind of even, but I don't need the first round to be 7 game series. Listen, make the first round in the NBA playoffs a best of three. A best of three is series. That immediately creates urgency. That it creates excitement. Upsets become more possible. The second round, best of 5. The conference finals, best of 7. NBA finals, best of 7. That structure would make the playoffs more intense and more watchable. Because right now, the NBA has incredible talent, but the urgency is not there every night. The fans feel it when they're going to the games and they don't get to see the superstars play. But speaking of entertainment experiences, there is one franchise that I personally cannot wait for right now, and that is Scream. Listen, Scream is my favorite horror franchise. You can see I got the Scream shirt on right now. I'm going to see Scream 7 tonight with my kids. We're excited. I will wear my Ghostface mask. Let's get it, right? And To me, it's one of the best. It's my favorite. I think it's one of the best. And I know that might be controversial because people love Halloween, they love Friday the 13th, they love Nightmare on Elm Street. But for me, Scream is different. I think Scream changed horror because it was self aware. It understood horror movie rules and played with them. It made the audience think. And Ghostface is scary not because it's supernatural. It's not a monster. It's a person. It could be anybody. Anybody could be Ghostface. And that psychological aspect makes it more intense. And what I love about the franchise is how it connects generations. Kids today still wear Ghostface shirts. You still see the mask everywhere at Halloween. I had the mask on at Halloween this year, running through the streets terrorizing people. It was fun, good times. Bro, I saw a group of people, and I guess the mom was like, they started seeing me and they're like, nope. And then the mom, well, I guess the parent was like, you can chase after him if you want. Oh my God, it's so great. I mean, the only other thing I always see on Halloween is somebody has a Michael Myers mask on and they have a chainsaw. But other than that, you always see people, they get frightened by that Ghostface mask, right? And that should tell you how strong the Scream brand is. And for me personally, Scream has become something bigger because of experiences with my daughters. We went to Planet Comic Con the last 2 years in Kansas City. We met cast members from different Scream eras. We got autographs on a poster. We sat down on the panels, and then I think I got two cool moments. The first time we went to the panel. It had the Screamcast there. Had like new Screamcast members, had old Screamcast members, and they did the Q&A. You line up at the microphone, but Matthew Lillard and Screech were walking through those are who played Billy and Stu. They're walking through the crowd asking questions as well. Get to the final one. Matthew Lillard pissed my daughter to answer a question, to ask a question and answer it. He just got put his arm around her, puts the mic, asked her name, and like asked her what question do you have, and then they answered the question. I got it on video. And then last year we went because we didn't get his autograph on the poster. So we went last year. His line was like long. We waited to the end. They told us they weren't going to accept no more people. And then all of a sudden, like probably 30 minutes later, the worker, the volunteer at Comic Con is telling us that they're gonna accept more people. So we get in line, get the autograph on the picture. Get the autograph on the poster. He takes a picture with her. We paid for both of those. But then he like did this whole interaction. I wish I fucking had it on video. She made him artwork. He hung it up on his little background area and then took a picture and showed it and pointed to it and then had like this awesome experience as she was leaving. I was like, that was fucking awesome. And shit like that sticks with you forever. Yeah, so it was a very awesome experience, right? And I those interactions create lifelong memories. And that's why this franchise means more to me than just movie. It's experience, it's the memories, it's the connection. And the fact that Nev Campbell is returning for Scream 7 makes it even more exciting. And then there's theories about Stu potentially coming back. And horror fans love theories. That mystery is part of the fun. And honestly, this is exactly the type of movie that deserves to be seen in theaters, which leads perfectly into my unpopular opinion because I know people are going to disagree with this. Maybe not. I don't know. But I'm standing on business with this one. It's time for Unpopular with Adam. And this week, I don't care what anyone says. Movie theaters are still better than streaming. Fight me on this. I'm standing on business. Yes, streaming is convenient. I get it. Yes, you can watch it at home, but it's not the same experience. It really not. When you go to the theater, it feels like an event. You get excited, you plan it, you show up early, you watch the previews, you see what movies are coming out next. You got your popcorn, you got your drink, you got your candy, you got your pickle, you got whatever snack or drink you have, you got it. You sit down before the lights go down. That anticipation matters. And once the movie starts, you're locked in. No phone distraction, no pause button, no people walking around the house, no multitasking. You're focused. You're locked in on that movie. And that immersion is powerful. And then there's the big screen. Your TV at home is not the same. The sound system at home is not the same. Directors design movies for theaters. They build this shit for theaters. They film movies on IMAX cameras specifically for the theaters. The sound, the visual, the atmosphere. Watching with an audience changes everything. People laugh together. They react together. They jump together. That shared energy cannot be replicated at home. Streaming is convenient, but theaters are memorable. You remember movies you saw at the theaters. You don't remember most nights watching something on your couch. So for me, movie theaters are still the GOAT when it comes to watching movies. I stand on that business. Fight me on it. And that's all I got for this week's episode. If you enjoyed it, share it with somebody. Drop a comment with your thoughts. Do you agree with the NBA take? Are you excited for Scream? And are movie theaters better than streaming? Going to the movie theaters better than streaming at home, right? I want to hear it. So until next time, thank you for tuning in. I really do appreciate it. I'm out. Peace. Let's get it. Going to watch Scream 7 tonight. Let's fucking go. I want to hear no spoilers.